What is the main difference between a cycle lane and a cycle track? Option A. A cycle lane is shared with pedestrians, but a cycle track is not. Option B. A cycle track is physically separated from motor traffic, while a cycle lane is marked on the road. Option C. A cycle lane is only used for parking, while a cycle track is for cycling. Option D. A cycle track can be used by any vehicle, while a cycle lane is for cyclists only. The correct answer is, a cycle track is physically separated from motor traffic, while a cycle lane is marked on the road. Explanation: cycle lanes are marked on the road for cyclists, while cycle tracks are completely or partially separated from motor vehicles, improving safety and reducing direct interaction with traffic. Highway Code Rule 140. Motorists must respect both cycle lanes and cycle tracks, avoiding unnecessary entry or obstruction. How do climbing and crawler lanes improve road safety on hilly roads? Option A. By allowing slower vehicles to move aside for faster traffic. Option B. By restricting overtaking on steep inclines. Option C. By providing a stopping area for heavy vehicles. Option D. By reducing the number of lanes for general traffic. The correct answer is, by allowing slower vehicles to move aside for faster traffic. Explanation: climbing and crawler lanes are designed to separate slower-moving vehicles from faster traffic on steep roads. This improves road safety by reducing congestion and preventing risky overtaking maneuvers. Highway Code Rule 139. Drivers of slow-moving vehicles should use climbing and crawler lanes when available to ensure smoother traffic flow and safer overtaking opportunities. When is merging in turn recommended, and why is it important? Option A. At high speeds to keep traffic moving smoothly. Option B. When drivers feel impatient and want to move ahead faster. Option C. Only when traffic is moving very slowly, such as near roadworks or incidents. Option D. Anytime, as long as there is enough space to fit between vehicles. The correct answer is, only when traffic is moving very slowly, such as near roadworks or incidents. Explanation: merging in turn helps maintain a smooth traffic flow in slow-moving conditions, but is unsafe at high speeds. Unnecessary lane changes in congestion can worsen delays. Highway Code Rule 134. Follow signs and road markings, avoid frequent lane changes in congestion, and merge in turn only when it is safe and appropriate. What does it mean when the double white lines on the road have a broken line on your side? Option A. You can overtake only if there is no oncoming traffic. Option B. You can switch lanes freely without restrictions. Option C. You must not cross the lines under any circumstances. Option D. You may cross the lines to overtake if it is safe and completed before the solid white line. The correct answer is, you may cross the lines to overtake if it is safe and completed before the solid white line. Explanation: when the double white lines have a broken line on your side, it means you can overtake if the road ahead is clear, but you must return to your lane before reaching the solid line. Highway Code Rule 128. Drivers may cross double white lines where the line closer to them is broken, but only if the overtaking maneuver is safe and completed before the solid white line appears. How can a driver legally use a designated vehicle lane during its operational hours? Option A. By following the traffic flow. Option B. By ensuring their vehicle type is allowed as indicated by traffic signs. Option C. By using the lane when it appears empty. Option D. By switching lanes when necessary. The correct answer is, by ensuring their vehicle type is allowed as indicated by traffic signs. Explanation: Some lanes are restricted to certain vehicles, such as buses, motorcycles, or high-occupancy vehicles, and can only be used as indicated on road signs. Highway Code Rule 142. Designated lanes are for specific vehicle types and should only be used accordingly to maintain traffic efficiency. You are driving behind a slow-moving horse-drawn carriage on a road with a solid white line on your side. What should you do? Option A. Cross the line and overtake if it is traveling under 20 miles per hour, 32 kilometers per hour. Option B. Overtake immediately regardless of speed, as horse-drawn carriages do not count as vehicles. Option C. Remain behind it unless it is moving at 10 miles per hour, 16 kilometers per hour, or less and it is safe to pass. Option D. Sound your horn and encourage the driver to pull over. The correct answer is remain behind it unless it is moving at 10 miles per hour, 16 kilometers per hour, or less and it is safe to pass. Explanation: a solid white line means overtaking is generally prohibited, but you may cross to pass a horse-drawn carriage if it is traveling at 10 miles per hour or less, provided the road is clear. Highway Code Rule 129. Crossing a solid white line is only allowed in limited situations, such as overtaking very slow-moving vehicles or entering a side road. While approaching an HOV lane, what must a driver check before entering? Option A. The number of people in their vehicle and permitted vehicle types. Option B. The length of the lane. Option C. The speed limit in the general lanes. Option D. The road markings near the lane. The correct answer is the number of people in their vehicle and permitted vehicle types. Explanation: HOV lanes require a minimum number of occupants or a permitted vehicle type. Signs indicate these conditions before the lane begins. Highway Code Rule 142. Drivers must follow posted rules for HOV lanes, ensuring compliance with the minimum occupancy or vehicle requirements. How should you approach an area of white diagonal stripes bordered by a broken white line? Option A. Drive through it freely as it is only a guideline. Option B. Always stop before entering the area. Option C. Use it as an extra lane for overtaking. Option D. Avoid entering unless necessary and it is safe to do so. The correct answer is avoid entering unless necessary and it is safe to do so. Explanation: white diagonal stripes with a broken border indicate separation zones for traffic lanes or turning protection. Entering is permitted only when absolutely necessary and safe. Highway Code Rule 130. Striped areas with broken white borders help manage traffic flow and should only be entered when required and safe. What must not be done when using a high-occupancy vehicle lane? Option A. Entering without meeting the required occupancy or vehicle type. Option B. Overtaking slow-moving vehicles. Option C. Driving at a lower speed than the general traffic. Option D. Exiting the lane when necessary. The correct answer is entering without meeting the required occupancy or vehicle type. Explanation: HOV lanes have strict rules, and drivers must only enter if they meet the conditions stated on traffic signs. Unauthorized use can result in penalties. Highway Code Rule 142. HOV and designated vehicle lanes must only be used by vehicles meeting the required conditions, ensuring proper traffic regulation. What is the purpose of lane dividers on wide carriageways? Option A. To indicate stopping areas for vehicles. Option B. To separate traffic lanes and guide drivers. Option C. To signal an upcoming hazard ahead. Option D. To allow drivers to switch lanes freely without caution. The correct answer is to separate traffic lanes and guide drivers. Explanation: lane dividers, marked by short broken white lines, help organize traffic by defining lanes on wide carriageways. Drivers should stay within them for safe and efficient road use. Highway Code Rule 131. Lane dividers are used to maintain proper lane discipline, ensuring smooth traffic flow and reducing collisions. How do reflective road studs assist drivers, especially in low visibility conditions? Option A: they provide grip to prevent skidding. Option B: they signal the presence of speed cameras. Option C: they indicate lane divisions and road edges. Option D: they reflect vehicle headlights back at drivers. The correct answer is they indicate lane divisions and road edges. Explanation: reflective road studs help drivers navigate safely by marking lanes, road edges, and specific zones, particularly in low visibility conditions like fog or nighttime driving. Highway Code Rule 132. Different colored studs indicate road features: white for lanes, red for left edges, amber for central reservations, green for slip roads, and green/yellow for temporary changes. What is the correct way to change lanes safely without disrupting other road users? Option A: change lanes quickly without signaling to avoid hesitation. Option B: check mirrors, glance sideways if needed, signal and move when safe. Option C: move over first and signal afterward to inform others. Option D: rely on other drivers to slow down for you when changing lanes. The correct answer is check mirrors, glance sideways if needed, signal and move when safe. Explanation: before changing lanes, checking mirrors, taking a quick sideways glance if necessary, and signaling ensures that other road users are not forced to change speed or direction. Highway Code Rule 133. Always assess surroundings before switching lanes, signal your intent, and move only when it's safe to do so. On a 3-lane single carriageway without priority signs, how should the middle lane be used? Option A: for overtaking or turning right, but with no priority over oncoming traffic. Option B: for general driving if the left lane is occupied. Option C: only for emergency vehicles. Option D: as a designated passing lane for faster vehicles. The correct answer is for overtaking or turning right, but with no priority over oncoming traffic. Explanation: the middle lane on a 3-lane single carriageway should only be used for overtaking or turning right, and drivers must remain cautious since oncoming vehicles may also use it. Highway Code Rule 135. The middle lane does not give priority to either direction. Drivers must ensure it is safe before using it. What can be inferred about lane usage on a single carriageway with 4 or more lanes? Option A: drivers can use any lane they prefer. Option B: there is no restriction on lane selection. Option C: the rightmost lane is always for overtaking. Option D: lane usage is determined by road signs and markings. The correct answer is, lane usage is determined by road signs and markings. Explanation: on a single carriageway with 4 or more lanes, drivers must follow signs and road markings to determine which lanes they can use, ensuring safe and efficient traffic flow. Highway Code Rule 136. Drivers must adhere to designated lane instructions on wide single carriageways to maintain order and safety. Which of the following is the correct way to use lanes on a dual carriageway with 3 or more lanes? Option A: always drive in the right-hand lane to maintain speed. Option B: use the middle or right-hand lanes to overtake, then return to the left when safe. Option C: stay in the middle lane at all times, even when not overtaking. Option D. Overtake in any lane without returning to the left. The correct answer is, use the middle or right-hand lanes to overtake, then return to the left when safe. Explanation: on a dual carriageway with 3 or more lanes, you should use the middle and right-hand lanes for overtaking only. Once overtaking is complete, you must return to the middle and then the left-hand lane when safe to maintain smooth traffic flow and reduce congestion. Highway Code Rule 138. Proper lane discipline ensures road safety by preventing unnecessary lane occupation and keeping overtaking maneuvers orderly. When are you legally prohibited from entering an area of chevrons marked with solid white lines? Option A. When overtaking another vehicle. Option B. When making a U-turn. Option C. At all times unless in an emergency. Option D. Only if traffic conditions are heavy. The correct answer is at all times unless in an emergency. Explanation: chevrons bordered by solid white lines indicate restricted zones that must not be entered except in emergencies, ensuring traffic safety and proper lane separation. Highway Code Rule 130. Entering chevron-marked areas with solid borders is strictly prohibited except in emergencies to prevent hazardous driving situations. What should a driver do when turning across a cycle lane with approaching cyclists? Option A. Speed up to clear the lane quickly. Option B. Give way to cyclists and wait for a safe gap. Option C. Use the horn to warn cyclists. Option D. Drive through carefully without stopping. The correct answer is, give way to cyclists and wait for a safe gap. Explanation: drivers must always give way to cyclists in cycle lanes and avoid cutting across them when turning. Waiting for a safe gap prevents collisions and ensures cyclist safety. Highway Code Rule 140. Cyclists have priority in cycle lanes, and drivers must not obstruct or endanger them while turning or changing lanes. When is it acceptable to drive in a cycle lane with a broken white line? Option A. At any time as long as you check for cyclists. Option B. Only if it is outside peak hours. Option C. When cyclists are not present. Option D. Only if unavoidable, such as when entering a side road. The correct answer is, only if unavoidable, such as when entering a side road. Explanation: motorists should avoid entering cycle lanes with a broken white line unless absolutely necessary. Solid white line cycle lanes must never be entered during operational hours, ensuring cyclist safety. Highway Code Rule 140. Drivers must respect cycle lanes and enter them only when necessary, prioritizing cyclist safety at all times. What should you consider when driving on a road with a solid white line on your side? Option A. You can cross at any time if the road ahead looks clear. Option B. You must not cross it unless entering a side road or passing a vehicle moving at 10 miles per hour, 16 kilometers per hour or less. Option C. You are only allowed to cross it when overtaking any slow-moving vehicle. Option D. The solid white line is just a guideline, and crossing it is not enforced. The correct answer is, you must not cross it unless entering a side road or passing a vehicle moving at 10 miles per hour, 16 kilometers per hour or less. Explanation: a solid white line on your side of the road means overtaking is generally prohibited. However, you may cross it if absolutely necessary, such as entering a side road or overtaking a stationary or extremely slow-moving vehicle. Highway Code Rule 129. A solid white line restricts overtaking, but exceptions exist for entering side roads or passing vehicles traveling at 10 miles per hour or less, ensuring safety on the road. How can you drive efficiently and safely on a two-lane dual carriageway? Option A. Use the left-hand lane unless overtaking or turning right. Option B. Stay in the right-hand lane at all times for a smoother drive. Option C. Overtake in any lane as long as there is space. Option D. Keep switching lanes frequently to maintain speed. The correct answer is, use the left-hand lane unless overtaking or turning right. Explanation: on a two-lane dual carriageway, staying in the left-hand lane ensures smooth traffic flow and reduces congestion. The right-hand lane should only be used for overtaking or turning right, after which you should return to the left lane when safe. Highway Code Rule 137. Drivers must keep to the left lane unless overtaking or turning right. Proper lane discipline helps maintain road safety and efficiency. In what situation is it prohibited to drive in a high-occupancy vehicle HOV lane? Option A. When the lane is empty. Option B. When traffic is heavy in other lanes. Option C. When your vehicle does not meet the required occupancy or permitted vehicle type. Option D. When you need to overtake another vehicle. The correct answer is when your vehicle does not meet the required occupancy or permitted vehicle type. Explanation: HOV lanes can only be used by vehicles with the required number of occupants or those specifically allowed by signage. Violating this restriction is prohibited. Highway Code Rule 142. HOV lanes have specific rules for occupancy and permitted vehicles, which must be followed to avoid penalties. What do green or yellow reflective road studs indicate on a motorway? Option A. A bus lane. Option B. A hard shoulder. Option C. A pedestrian crossing. Option D. A temporary lane layout change. The correct answer is a temporary lane layout change. Explanation: green or yellow studs highlight temporary adjustments to road layouts, such as those caused by roadworks, ensuring drivers are aware of changes ahead. Highway Code Rule 132. Reflective studs help manage road safety by guiding vehicles, especially in changing or low visibility conditions. When driving on a single carriageway with 3 lanes, what must you avoid? Option A. Using the middle lane unless overtaking or turning right. Option B. Using the right-hand lane at any time. Option C. Checking your mirrors before changing lanes. Option D. Following the vehicle in front too closely. The correct answer is using the right-hand lane at any time. Explanation: the right-hand lane on a 3-lane single carriageway should not be used unless road signs or markings indicate otherwise. Highway Code Rule 135. Drivers should only use the middle lane for overtaking or turning right and must never use the right-hand lane. Which of the following is true about bus lanes? Option A. Any vehicle can use a bus lane outside its operational hours. Option B. Bus lanes can only be used by buses at all times. Option C. Other vehicles may use a bus lane if permitted by signs. Option D. You can drive in a bus lane during its operational hours if traffic is heavy. The correct answer is, other vehicles may use a bus lane if permitted by signs. Explanation: bus lanes are designated for buses, but signs indicate if other vehicles, such as taxis or cyclists, are allowed. They must not be used during operational hours unless stated otherwise. Highway Code Rule 141. Drivers must follow bus lane signs and markings, avoiding entry during operational hours unless stopping, loading, or permitted by additional signage. What do white direction arrows on the road indicate when driving near double white lines? Option A. You should continue overtaking as long as no cars are coming. Option B. Overtaking is allowed at all times. Option C, the road ahead is a one-way street. Option D, you need to return to your side of the road. The correct answer is you need to return to your side of the road. Explanation: white direction arrows on the road warn drivers that they must move back into their lane, as the road conditions ahead will not allow safe overtaking. Highway Code Rule 128. White direction arrows serve as a warning that drivers should return to their side of the road to avoid crossing into unsafe areas or oncoming traffic.